Report.ca. I'm with Sandra Solomon, and we're going to talk about something that should sicken you all. Bazi. Have a look at the way it's spelled right here and right now. Bazi. This is what you would refer to as taking a little boy and turning him into a sex slave. I'd like Sandra to explain more about this Afghani practice. Please, go ahead.
Well, the fact that many troops, especially the terrorists, Taliban in Afghanistan and all that terror group as well, and tribes, they live, like especially the one who live far in the mountains as well.
Very nomadic people?
Yes, away from anything has to do with civilization. They, and the number of women there as well, like not enough, and also
so they have a small amount of women when they're hiding in caves in the middle of the desert. Okay.
Exactly. And also it's also they like this, and many of them it's happened to them when they were young and they grow up with it. The Bazi, it's a dancing. The boys, they dress them like a woman. They dress the boy like a woman.
I don't want to show this, but people have to understand, because they're not going to believe us unless I show it. There's the clip right there. Continue.
Exactly. That's what they do. They dress the boys with the dress, and they do the dancing for the men, all men around them. And
how old are the boys?
It could be as young as 8, 9.
God's sakes.
Yeah, young boys like 8, 9, 10, and they dress them, and they like girls, and they do like all the dancing for them, and they sit there and watch them. And after that, of course, they rape them. They have sex with them.
So it's not just dancing.
No.
It's not just dancing. Okay.
No.
Because I've heard Takia, the lies of Muslim men talking at length about the fact that the boys just dance for the sake of...
Why they will bring a 8-year-old boy to dress like a girl and to dance to begin with? Like, what's the point?
Well, I thought that dancing was banned anyway. Pretty much every Islamic nation out there, there's no dancing allowed. So here they are dressing boys up like girls and making them dance.
Well, that shows a lot of contradiction in the Islamic teaching. And also, as long as they're not exposed, you know what I mean? They keep hiding and they keep lying. Especially for many Canadians who's ignorant. They don't want to search Islam for the way it is. And it's not hard. You give them the spelling of the word Bazi and look into it really carefully and see exactly what's going on to these boys. And yet they want to bring all these culture, Afghani. This is mainly Afghanistan. They do it in Afghanistan. And I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to happen here behind the doors. All the jihadists who doesn't want to go with the, they will bring the boys and do it. It's there like this. They grow. This is part of the culture, part of how they grow up with it.
And jihadi Justin Trudeau is bringing all that here.
Yeah. And instead of us helping them, liberate them, and make them know what's the meaning, the true meaning, and save these kids. And imagine how many he's been raped with these Afghani men, with the jihadists.
Think about people. No, I'm going to say it. I want you all to think about this. Think about how tiny the anus of an 8-year-old child is. And then think about that same child being passed around as a sex toy to these disgusting mountain men who don't know anything about anything.
Not only that, this is actually mentioned in the Quran, in the heaven.
It's in the Quran.
It's in the Quran, from the teaching of the heaven. You know what, the Jannah, they call it Jannah. Heaven. To them, they're gonna have a little boy. يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون إذا رأيتهم حسبتهم لؤلؤا مكنون. That's mean it's gonna go around them. Wildan, the word wildan, it's young boys. They're gonna go around and serve these jihadists when they die for Allah. So that's why it's like They're gonna have it in heaven too.
right.
They're gonna have these boys.
Just to make sure I understood this.
Yeah.
The Quran states, I'm ad-libbing here, blow yourself up and you get to rape little boys forever.
Yeah.
Not just virgins, not just female virgins.
Also the boys.
Boys.
غلمان مخلدون, like eternal, and they're gonna be always young. They're not gonna grow. Like your غلمان, he's gonna be eternally in Jannah. He's gonna be always young.
You get to live eternally. And
Yes,
these
at the same
sex slaves of yours also
eternally.
Eternally.
And also for the virgins, Allah, he's gonna make them back virgin again once the jihadis take her the virginity. He will make her virgin again. That's another thing. We'll talk about it in another.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the same. Okay,
now.
I understand.
How stupid.
The
How
same
stupid.
book that says, I mean, Islamic science states that semen comes from the spine.
Yeah.
And that salt water and fresh water are unable to mix because Allah wills it.
Yeah. Satan.
Yeah, Satan.
Satan.
That's right. Satan wills it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
That's.
Canada, I hope you're paying attention. Because I find it the longer I have these conversations, the angrier I get, the more my mindset changes to realize that the human race has to make a decision here. If we actually want to be here as a species less than 1,000 years from now, we're going to have to ban this Islam stuff. We're going to have to wipe it out. We don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yet we're focusing our time on making sure that Muslims are comfortable and happy and that they're not going to look at the Christian cross and be upset by it.
Be offended by it.
And we're not allowed to be offended by the fact that they're going to believe
they
that
are raping boys, they are raping girls, they're doing all these evil acts, and yet they're doing taqiyya and deceiving. And when someone like me and you talking the truth and bringing with the evidence as well, and yet they are blinded.
And the videos aren't lying.
The video's there. If you don't believe me, go Google it. And we're giving you the truth. And the only one thing it's gonna set you free is the truth.
Ban Islam. That's the truth. Ban Islam.
That's the truth, yeah.
Don't let your kids read that damn Quran. Throw it in the garbage wherever you see it. Burn it wherever you see it. Get rid of it. This thing has got to go. It has to be banned as hate literature.
Amen.
Because I don't want to see Bazi practices anywhere in the world, but I certainly don't want to see it in my homeland. I just don't.
Yeah. And if someone Muslim say, no, it's part of culture, they don't present Islam, this is not Islam.
Well, then
Tell
your
them about
culture
the
sucks.
Quran.
That's what it is. Your culture sucks.
Yeah.
Your culture's rotten and evil
What's
and
your
has
culture?
no place.
It's Islamic culture.
Yes.
From where? From the Quran. يَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ وِلْدَانٌ مُخَلَّدُونَ. It's going to go around them, a little boy. It's in the Quran. Search it.
I've got nothing more to say on this. Kevin J. Johnston, Sandra Solomon, freedomreport.ca.